There is a lot of power in harnessing visuals whenever we give any type of presentation, right? In the past, I've talked about CI, which is a method of presenting information. And one of the key components there is to make imagery, to make visuals to help the students understand. And in fact, there's lots of research out there that exists that talks about the empowerment that comes with more visuals because it enhances motivation, it enhances understanding, focus. So all these things are powerful capabilities of visuals. And now the great thing is that we can use AI to create more visuals and more specific visuals that will help specifically for your class and for your students. So I'm going to talk about several different ways that we can harness different AI tools to create visuals to really enhance our classroom. First, I want to start off by going simple, right? We're going to go from simple to a bit more complicated. So a very simple technique, very simple way to create images is to simply go to Microsoft's image creator. All you need to do is to go to www.bing.com/images/create, and that'll take you right to image creator. You do need to have some sort of Microsoft account, whether that's through an email or any type of thing that you've signed up for that deals with Microsoft. So again, simple, easy to create right now. If you don't have one, just sign up for an email address from Microsoft or any of those different services that they offer, again, for free. And with that, then you can access this image creator, which will allow you to use Dolly, which is something that you would have to pay for through ChatGPT. But if you're using this through Microsoft, then it's completely free. Once in here, you can type in anything you want to, and you'll get great results. One of the things that I'm doing is I'm going through my course, which is professional communication, and I'm taking out all of the stock images that are in there, and I'm replacing it with more specific images that I want to enhance my class that really represent what it is that I'm talking about during each specific class period. So right now what I'm going through, and I wanted to put in a visual that had some diversity in it, right? But I wanted to control how that's being presented. So let me give you an example of a prompt that I recently used. So here I went in and I just said wide shot, 4 diverse university students from different countries, 2 males and 3 females at the front of the classroom giving a presentation. Background is a nice classroom. And that's it. From that, I get a multiple of different results. The cool thing about the results that I get here is that I get 4 at a time. And then within that, I can go and select something specifically and then choose a size. So in this case, I'll go in and I'll select this image. This is a nice image. I like how there's a wide diversity of people here. So I'll say resize. So when I click resize, I can click landscape and then it'll go through and alter the image so that instead of being a square, it'll be more in landscape. Again, depending on what you want for your purposes, now I can use it easier within my PowerPoint. I really want to stress how it's really empowering because now I choose what type of images to really use and to be more specific. It's really powerful for the students to see themselves in the visuals that we're using. So when I was in the United States and I was teaching classes there, yeah, I would always work to have a nice diversity of different imagery. When I go to different countries, well, some of those countries have very diverse populations. Some of those countries don't. So they're very homogenized, right? So in that case, well, I want something that represents those people specifically, those students. So in those cases, I'll alter whatever I put in as a prompt to get the specific things of what I want. So again, in order to enhance the diversity, or maybe you want it to be a specific ethnic group, a specific color of people, whatever it is, in order to maximize the impact of the presentation for the audience. So again, that's a choice that you'll make, but now we have the power to be able to do that. And that is really an enhancement to help the students concentrate, to help the students be motivated to learn, to focus on what you're talking about. Additionally, there's lots of opportunities now to use the AI to create visuals, imagery specific to the topic of what you're talking about. So I've used it in many different cases for different things to help explain what it is that I'm addressing, to help explain the concepts. So again, there's lots of opportunities there for using the AI in many different ways to create different images that will really help those students. Again, it's a big motivator Students like it. They like to see something that's more exact to what we're talking about. And the more that we can make it specific, make it relevant, and make it timely is really a game changer in enhancing education overall. Now, I want to give you another example. I'm going to go in and make it a little bit more complicated, right? But I'm going to show you this journey that I went through. And this comes from a presentation that I gave to design students, right? They wanted more information on this. So I'm going to go through this example. So in this case, I've chosen to, again, use Microsoft's image creator. I went in and I simply said, wide shot, a cozy sofa that fits 3 people. The sofa is shaped like a coffee cup. It is cool and whimsical for a trendy cafe. The idea here is that I would come up with some images that I could use as a design to create this type of sofa. And the results, very cool, very interesting, very powerful. Lots of capabilities here, lots of different options. And again, you can reiterate so you can make more images. And in this case, in this example, is for a sofa idea for a cafe in Armenia. So again, the people in there are Armenians. But let's take it further. Let's say we wanted to use something more advanced, more complicated, or some sort of tool that could give us even more capabilities with the images that we create. So here is another tool. This tool is called Chrome AI, and it has lots of different specific tools, lots of different capabilities. You can select all sorts of styles, all sorts of different genres of imagery, and then you can go in and create whatever image you want. So in here, I went in and I gave it the exact same prompt that I wanted, this type of sofa that's shaped like a coffee cup. And the results here, again, very cool, very interesting. I like the results from the previous one, but again, I'm definitely not a master image creator dealing with more advanced AIs. And again, this is just one different option that you can use. There's lots of different tools out there. Mid-Journey, that one comes up. But the big thing there, and the difference that I'm trying to show you, is that that offers lots of different tools, lots of different variables that you can manipulate, or you can use something simple like Microsoft. I also want to mention that you can also use another tool such as Google, right? You have Gemini there. And if you go in there and ask it to create you an image just like this, I'm saying, hey, create a football field for me, it will go through and create an image for you. So you can see here's an example. Again, that might be definitely usable for what you're trying to do, for what you're trying to explain. What I've found is that it works a bit better with the DALL-E tool. And again, that's available through Microsoft. It works a little bit better through Microsoft, especially that Microsoft right now allows the creation of faces, right, of people. Gemini is still very restrictive with that. That might change in the future, but there's a lot more restrictions that I found with Gemini. That's why I'm recommending more of using the Microsoft image creator. I've got lots of different images for my sofa idea, right? So now I want to introduce you to yet another image tool that you could use. And again, very powerful in its capabilities. This one is called Meshy. The power of this is that it can create a 3D model from your AI created image. So I would simply upload the image that I created. So in this case, here's my coffee cup sofa. I would simply go through and tell it to, yeah, generate a 3D mesh of this. So then it makes it, and now it's in 3D. So now I can manipulate this any way I want to. It's generated all different sides, all different angles. So this could be very powerful if I wanted to show different parts of the different aspects, again, in 3 dimensions. Or for my students, if I wanted to show them, hey, I want you to create this as part of a design, part of a product, part of some different aspect of your course. The big thing about it, the big thing that I'm trying to ensure that everyone is getting from this is that these are all free tools that I'm showing you. These are all different capabilities that really enhances the class. One of the big things we should be thinking about is we should be expecting more from our students. And in the same way, our students should be expecting more from us. So we should be making really powerful visuals. We should be making very powerful presentations that are more specific, that are more motivational, more focused, because all these different tools are available. So now that we have these things, we can incorporate it in different ways to really maximize that class. Now, the one thing I want to make sure that we are all also understanding is that, yeah, there's some environmental aspects to this, right? The more that we use anything, whether that's creating images or simply using AI or simply driving our car, it uses up electricity. So that is something to be cognizant of, right? The ethical aspects, the ethical implications. We don't want to abuse anything. We don't want to overuse anything. But this is a tool that can enhance teaching and learning. So it's a balanced approach. These are just things that we need to be thinking about. These tools are out there. They're not that difficult to use. It just takes a little exploration. So I highly recommend that you go through, try the Microsoft Image Creator, try some of those other ones. If you're a bit more anxious to try, a bit more adventurous, you can try those out as well and see how it can really enhance the class overall. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and please tell other people about this so that they can learn and develop and enhance the class and educational experience for everyone as well. And remember, learning is for life.